Hello, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV, and you may have seen in episode 41 of Show Us Your Cat the week before last, we had Janko.
Hi catsailers, my name is Janko from Slovenia.
With a writing pole on his FX1. There's been quite a lot of interest in how that writing pole worked, so I asked Janko to send me some more pictures.
Fine system, it's working for me. I am 85 kilo weight, and I can race my FX1 with an ease, even in light or strong wind.
And so here's an explanation of how that system works. It's quite a simple system. What we have is the bottom section of a windsurf mast, which is attached on a hinge to the front beam, and then near to the end of the windsurf mast we've got a rope which is in a continuous loop going up to the inside of the front beam, then down to the inside of the front beam, and then back to the mast. So quite a simple system. So Janko has fitted two fair leads to this part of the mast to stop the rope from slipping down. You could do this just with one, which might be a little bit more efficient. And then these ropes are tied about a foot or so from the end of the pole so that the rope doesn't interfere with you when you're dangling from the end of the pole. Here you can see the way that the rope is routed from the end of the pole down to those loops near to the end of the beams, and the rope is just long enough to be able to complete that circuit so that it's always got a little bit of tension to it. So at the ends of the beam, just inside the hulls, there's a small fair lead fitted, and then the rope is actually tied all the way around the beam and just through that fair lead to hold it in position. Then on the rope coming from the pole, there's a stopper knot at both sides, so when you're ready to use the pole, to pull it up slightly, you pull the stopper knot through the small loop that holds in position while you right the boat. Because if the pole was just straight out, you'd be in the water before the boat came up, so you need the pole to be up at a slight angle. Apart from the pole and the ropes that hold the pole, the only other piece that you need to fit this is some sort of universal joint to attach the pole to the front beam of the boat. Janko has got his here from Murray's in the USA, I believe, which does come as part of the system, which I think is reasonably expensive. If you can find a universal joint that does the same job. I have been having a look at windsurfing universal joints which would do the job but aren't quite as tidy as this one. Then you could save some money. If you are going to set up this system, then just do be aware that old windsurfing masts can be quite bad for fiberglass or carbon splinters. So just check the quality of your pole before fitting it to the boat. There are a number of ways in which you could store the pole when it's not being used. Janko's got a line coming from the top of the pole to the back beam and then led forwards neatly underneath the universal joint, finishing at a cleat on the front beam, which means it's very easy to put the pole away afterwards. But there are, of course, many other methods or systems that you could come up with to perform the same task. Here's the pole system as a kit on the Murray's website. It's $130 without the pole, or $299 with the pole. There's some nice pictures there to show the pole being used. So thanks very much to Janko for sharing those pictures of his writing pole system. Of course, if you've come up with your own system, do feel free to send me pictures as well, and we can feature them on Joyrider TV so that others can benefit from your experience. So I'm definitely going to be implementing a similar system on one of our 16s here and doing a test out on the water so we can actually see how well it works in operation. But I won't be purchasing the system. I'll be coming up with some sort of use a bit of string to make a universal joint kind of system, which I think for a test will be fine. So thanks very much for watching. I hope that's been useful for you, and perhaps it's something you can fit to your boat to make you feel more confident that you are able to bring it back upright in the event of a capsize. Or of course there's the bag system as well. Check out the video on the bag system just there if you like, if you haven't already seen it.
As most of you, we are in quarantine here in Slovenia as well. Hope it not last very long, so not sailing at the moment, but be prepared to be back to the water. Not go to the water on the weather conditions like this.
So thanks very much. We'll be back soon with some more on Joyrider TV.
Okay, stay cool, stay healthy. Bye bye.